What's up everybody, Fangwise here, and I am going to be playing Remnant from the Ashes. This is a very good game in my opinion, highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. You can play co-op with up to 2 others, online only, no couch co-op. And I'm also enjoying some spiced rum, so we'll see how that goes. For this very first video that I will be uploading on this game, I will be going to start a new character, and I'm going to go through the tutorial and kind of just show everything about the game, just so that anyone who doesn't own it can get an idea of what the game's like, and rather than just straight gameplay, which I'm sure any future videos I upload will be pretty much just playing it, having fun. Typical gameplay doesn't involve a whole lot of dialogue or story. There are readables, but even those are fairly sparse, so you'll see. Anyway, so let's get started. I've decided I would just go ahead and show the character creation as well.
This doing?
So you can change. You can choose your gender.
This looks like it was.
I am gonna go ahead and do a female for this one. I think that's the hairstyle I like. Oops. Just take a look at all of them again. I'll go with that one. And the head. You know, get rid of the scar, so I can. Thought I remember the head, a different head in there, but guess not.
This could be used. This looks like it could be useful.
I don't care that much about the voice. You don't really hear it too much. Well, I guess a bit, but game mode, yeah, definitely standard. Normal difficulty, and no, we will not skip the tutorial. There we are. And let me go ahead and make sure I'm offline for this, so nobody hops in with me. So won't be talking too much during any videos or anything. I want to make sure everybody can hear what's going on in the game.
What can we do when our last hope fails? That you must discover. Our last hope sailed this sea before you, in search of an end to the beasts that have hunted us for generations. An end was found, or so we thought, when the dragon rose into the sky like a phoenix, blazing in flames of agony. But our hero never came home. Only the storm, the beasts, the unshakable dread that something had twisted and turned. Your journey will not be easy. Storm swirls round the dragon's tower like a shroud. The dragon may be dead, but in its ashes, I fear something else has awoken. You will fight for every step. You must reach the tower, Learn what became of our warrior. Face what lurks within. When our last hope fails, another shall take its place. So long as we have breath.
And there you have it, the intro video. I'm not sure if you see that. I never skip the tutorial, I always play it. I don't really know why, I just always do. I have made, I don't know, like maybe 5 characters at this point, because I lost all my save data when my PS4 got the, what do they call it, the update loop. Unfortunately, none of the methods worked for me. I ended up having to reinitialize the system and didn't realize this game was not auto uploading my save file to the cloud. So yeah, I lost all 3 of my original characters. Anyway, so here we are. We have a sword, half health, as you can see on the lower right corner. We're on a strange land. It's interesting because you get the idea from that very, first video. You get the idea it's going to be like a medieval setting, but here we are, obviously in a modern setting. So, and equipped with only a sword, and no real clue as to what we're actually doing. I mean, it was a pretty cryptic video. Oops. Important point of note, you can't do any multiplayer until you finish the tutorial. It'll pop up a notification once you unlock multiplayer. A description of consumable items, since we just picked up our first one. Okay, most of the time in this game, anything that appears to be made out of wood is well, not anything. Many things that appear to be made out of wood are breakable. Excluding walls, unless you can see mapped behind the wall. But in my experience, none of the metal stuff is breakable. Only wood. And there's some creepy noises and stuff to try and freak us out. And our first enemy. So I really dig just the environment and the feel of this game. See, like I would not be able to break through that wall. So these guys, if you're at a distance, will typically throw something at you first and then close into melee range. That's not a guaranteed pattern, but it's a fairly predictable pattern. Sometimes they'll throw more than once if they're really far away, or... I'm gonna go ahead and pop the health. This consumable heal item, it's, as you can see, it's very slow. It's not effective for a mid-combat heal. There will be other things that are better. So these guys, I could kind of lure them closer to avoid dealing with their missiles. She got a little excited there. Yeah, obviously you're getting pop-ups of how to crouch, how to vault over stuff. pretty easy tutorials. I mean, there's sometimes it just kind of might take a little bit of getting used to the feel of, you know, the reach of your weapon and how long your swing takes and stuff versus theirs. There you can see two guys hanging from the, whatever you call, whatever that is. A crane, maybe? There is a stamina bar in the lower right corner. It's white, so any dodging or sprinting will deplete that. It's not too severe. Typically it's pretty manageable, I mean, but it still matters. There's definitely been times I've had to dodge too much and stamina became an issue.
Hang in there.
Hurry up, Alan!
You're gonna be okay.
We got company! Move! Move!
And you might think that that's the end of the tutorial, but it's not. Or at least not. Now, that might technically be the end of the tutorial section, but it's not to the point where you unlock multiplayer yet, for sure. Since I've never skipped a tutorial, I'm not 100% certain what the real cutoff is, but...
You're awake. Hi there. Whoa, take it slow. You got hurt real bad. Don't want to start bleeding again, do you? I'm Wallace. I wanted to see you. I asked the commander if I could. Oh, Commander Ford. She's in charge. Oh, Commander Ford and Mr. Rigler found you outside. They brought you here. But they said Mark wasn't coming back. But never mind. The commander said you should come see her when you woke up. She's in the room down the hall. She'll find a place for you. Everyone's got a place. I'll see you later.
Okay. So, this is going to be a little bit boring, but scrap and iron are very important. and I'll explain why as we go. But so you do want to break all the wooden boxes, try and get what you can. That was a good haul. And it's good to do that at this point, because once you unlock multiplayer, it kind of shifts you into like a server or whatever where this all gets replenished, as though you'd never broken them. That only happens that one time, but it's a good opportunity to get some decent amount of scrap early on. And again, I'll show you why when the time comes, but there is something specific that we're hoping to buy as soon as possible. And of course you can talk to all these people. I'm not going to bother with that because none of that is essential dialogue. I'll go this way first. There's nothing in this room. There will be some to the right here. As you can see, we lost our sword. Kind of a bummer. So, breaking stuff, I know, a little boring. Shouldn't take us too long. It's not a whole lot. Just a few over here. Of course, they drop nothing. I think, yep, right here. Okay. There's nothing in here. Yeah, nothing in here. Might be missing one or two things, but
Well, well, look who's awake. You put up quite a fight outside our gates. I'm Commander Ford. This is my base, and you, friend, are an unexpected guest. It's my job to know the kind of people I bring into Ward 13. We haven't seen a living soul on that shore for weeks. You will tell me why you were really out there. No one has been in that tower in a very long time, but you've got no chance of getting there in this storm. Truth is, the ward has been cut off. We had to block the gates after we dragged you in. The root are everywhere. But now that you're here, I have an idea. I'll tell you what. You want to leave? You'll have to do something for us first. First, we need power. That storm knocked out our reactor recently. With enough power, we might be able to activate another way out of here. The reactor is on the lower basement level. There's a stairwell that leads down to it. Get it running, then come back here. Nothing around here is easy. Watch your back. We already lost a man down there a few days ago. I suspect the root have found a way in. Go check in with Riggs about your blade. I don't imagine your fists will do much against the root. You do this for us, and I'll make sure you get out of here.
okay. So there's a box over here. Nothing. Nothing. Sweet. Okay. So, pretty sure that's, well, it's everything I can remember anyway. So we'll move this along. Dude we have to talk to about our blade is here.
Hey, it's good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to Ward 13. I did what I could to patch you up. You seem like a tough one, though. Name's Wriggler. Most everyone calls me Riggs. Well, your, sword was pretty banged up in the fight. Not much I could do with it, I'm afraid. The blade was shattered when we found you. Mostly scrap metal at this point. Think I remember Ace mentioned she found a few weapons out in the city. Maybe she'll help you out. Well, last I heard, Ace went down to check out the reactor. Good luck down there.
So there you go. He was pointless to visit after all.
But you picked a hell of a time to visit the war, Fred.
And here's the reactor.
Who are you? You try scaring me, I'll... What? Where the hell did you come from? I nearly scared the life out of me. No one else wandering around down here. You're not from around here, are you? Name's Ace. Ace Cotterill? You? Is that right? Well, you found it. Starting that relic could mean trouble, though. So, you ever start a reactor? Well, it makes a lot of noise, for starters. Lucky for you, it's just the press of a button on the terminal above us. Would have done it myself, but without knowing what might come sniffing around. With the two of us, though, maybe we got a chance. Okay, so I have an idea. You go upstairs and start the reactor. I'll help you kill whatever comes our way. You probably need a weapon, huh? Let's see if I can find you something.
So here we are, we get to select an archetype, which is kind of like a class, although it's not as binding as they typically are. You can get in the description, so I'm not going to bother with reading those out or anything, but on this one I wanted to go with Hunter.
Yeah, that should improve our odds. Get up there and start the reactor.
And that unlocked our first trait, which that's one thing. A lot of these traits are interchangeable. In fact, all three, regardless of what you choose, will start with vigor and endurance. This third one is specific to which choice you make. So the Hunter is, as far as I know, the only one that gets this enemy awareness range reduction, the Shadow Walker there, which is pretty cool. Other traits can be unlocked through just kind of, I think, well, some of them are like you find an item. There's one actually downstairs from here. You have to get a key to get access to it. But that'll unlock one that boosts your XP earn. And then there's others like critical hit or weak point precision or something along those lines. Like, as far as I can tell, that just kind of triggers once you do enough of weak point hits or something. But in my experience as of yet, at least, I've never been able to unlock that third one on an alternate choice. So like I've never unlocked that one with a non-hunter, is essentially what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so that's just a little bit about the traits. So we got 3 weapons actually. We got a melee, which we can use again just by pressing R2. Still a sword. That does change. Everybody gets the same secondary weapon, which is the repeater pistol. But your primary weapon and your melee weapon are different depending on what you choose. And I'm just going to call them class because that's the way my brain works, because I'm an old school D&D'er. So, but anyway, we can use triangle to swap between our firearms here. And in order to attack with a firearm, you just have to actually hold L2. You can't shoot from the hip, as it were. So holding L2 and then pressing R2 will fire your firearms. I'm gonna go ahead and use the rifle. There is a few boxes in here. Not a lot. I think just that one and one below, if I recall correctly. And I got nothing from them. That is random. It's not a set drop. So let's start the reactor. As she just said, we're gonna get attacked. I'm gonna let her, she stays down there. So she'll, I mean, you know, you do whatever you want. Go down there and, no, let's shoot. Oh, I hear something. No. Okay. So those red numbers mean I got his head, or his weak point, which for those guys is head. Obviously, it's great to try and land those. Just remember, though, when you're aiming that, you know, they will throw crap at you. So you want to be ready to dodge. So this gun is obviously a precise long-range weapon. Oh, another thing I should show. So we're just trying to survive for 49 more seconds. If you hadn't noticed, on the right-hand side there, it shows your quest objective. Another thing I want to make sure I talk about, it's not safe to right now, but, oops. Your armor set also, armor does come in sets, and the set you get is dependent on your class choice. So I'll show that off to you once it's safe to do so. Not long to go here. Completed. Now kill the remainders. Ah, see, they'll do that. They'll just, I don't know what you want to call that, randomly, preemptively dodge your fire. Oh. And there you got to see me use my pistol. I like the repeater pistol, even though it's the starting secondary weapon. I stick with it a lot of the time. If I have co-op partners, then maybe I'll play around with like the Magnum. It's pretty nice, but when you have to reload every 6 rounds, it's not necessarily great when you're by yourself.
There.
Sometimes there's a lot of little guys.
You fought good. Real good. Ford made the right choice sending you down here. You best go check in with Ford. Come visit my shop sometime, yeah? I'll make sure to give you the good in a fight discount. You never know. Les may turn up.
So the controls are pretty standard to most shooters. L2 aim, R2 fire, square to reload. So that's nice. There's not much learning curve for the controls. I felt like there might have been... Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I actually got some scrap. So we'll run on back to Ford. Report our success. Oh wait, armor. Oh, I haven't got it yet. That's right. I forgot. We'll get it in a bit. It is still based, like I said, on your choice, but it's just not her who gave it to us.
It's good to have some light around here. You're risking a lot for folks you don't know, stranger. Yes. You're trying to get yourself to that little island, yeah? Word moves fast when there ain't many words left around here. Listen, friend, I know you don't know me from a can of paint, but I want to help. You got a feeling of destiny about you. You're going to save the world, ain't you? That's the spirit. Here, I want you to have this. Not many people can keep the spirits out there in the world. An old friend told me this little bauble could keep you for death at bay. At least for a while. And if you're looking to buy other treasures for your travels, come see me. Ace has got her own space over there. Between us, we got all sorts of treasures. But that stone there, free of charge. Take good care. Oh, one more thing. Ellen, Commander Ford, she knows more about that island than she lets on. Ask her about the founder of Ward 13. She'll get you on your path. You picked a hell of a time to visit the ward, friend.
So there you go, we got a Dragon Heart, very essential heal item. Description there. Basically, you can use it 3 times between replenishing at a checkpoint, which don't exist as of yet, but once they do, you'll know them when you see them. Those will the checkpoints replenish everything you're healing, your Dragon Heart healing. Obviously not consumables. Once those are used, they're gone. But the Dragon Heart isn't really a consumable. It's more like a magical thing, stone with so many charges before it has to be replenished. Oh wait.
Hey, friend.
Yeah.
Ford mentioned.
Yeah.
Maybe we can put your old blade to
Oh,
good
he's gonna
use
help us
after
even though we
all.
haven't talked to Ford yet.
Let me look.
Should have been skipping all that. Oh well.
No worries.
Still...
Take your time.
Okay. Weird. Kind of screwed up the objectives there.
Go
What's gonna
get
happen?
yourself better protection
Yeah,
from
alright.
Woods and McCabe. Then we'll...
I was supposed to talk to her first, but whatever. It seemed to have worked. So we do have to buy an upgrade with
Hey,
him,
friend.
and then he'll give us our armor. So, obviously, since we don't have our army, I mean, you can upgrade this crap, but definitely don't, because, you know, you're probably going to want to focus on your other armor as far as upgrades. This set is worth wearing when you're farming because of this treasure hunter trait on it. I wish there was a helmet. I've never found it if there is one, to get that chance to 35%. But anyway, I do wander around in this stuff pretty often when I'm farming more iron or really iron. I don't really ever need to farm scrap other than right at the start. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and upgrade our hunting rifle.
All right. Hey, now that's better. Oh, and take this. It's not the strongest stuff, but more protection than what you've got. Ah, there you go. A bit sturdier. Every little bit counts out there. It's true. We don't have much, but you did right by us. Best we do right by you. If you need any weapon upgrades in the future, come see me. McCabe over there will help you out with the augments for your gear. But, Stick to business talk. You know, she's not much for chat beyond her work.
Okay. So McCabe's gonna give us our first mod.
So you're the stray Ford was talking about. Said we should get you equipped for the city. Doesn't make sense to me, giving away good parts for nothing. Apparently taking out a few root is enough for our commander, though. Ford's gonna give my time to every stray who wanders in, and we're having words. I'm McCabe. I'm the engineer. And you're a pain in my ass. I'm not some scrap peddler, got it? I don't... Alright then. Let's see what we're dealing with here.
I'm okay with
Look at that
interrupting
rifle.
her.
You're not getting close to the action. This'll keep those weeds in your sights. That's all you get for now. Get me more components and I'll make more. For a fee. Now get out of here. I'm tired of your yapping junk. Yeah.
Alright, so now it's telling us about weapon mods. Now,
Move on,
let's see if I
stranger.
have enough to afford the mod I want. No, wait.
Get
Come
on.
Okay, apparently I can't buy it yet. Maybe it's after I unlock the multiplayer. But so mods attached to either your primary or secondary firearm. That's it. You can see the empty slot there on my hunting rifle. I'm going to actually change the mod. It auto-equipped it onto the pistol. Go ahead and change it over to the hunting rifle for that mod. So Hunter's Mark, it marks all the enemies within 35 meters for me and for my allies, improving crit chance against them, and it lasts 30 seconds. There you go. It's not the greatest mod, honestly, but it was free, so it's what we've got for now. We're gonna hopefully buy another one from her real soon. Right, Ford. Ford. Gotta talk to Ford. Also, when you equip a mod, I'm not sure if you noticed, but my rifle looks different now. It's got these like cylinders attached to the bottom and pipes and a whole kind of extension on the barrel there. A thicker pipe that almost kind of looks like a suppressor, but it's not. Anyway, depending on what mod you put on, it'll look differently.
See you more equipped. Riggs and McCabe do good work. I hope this will be enough to get you on your way. And I see Reggie gave you the dragon heart. Then. I imagine he said I could help you. Very well. Reggie may play the old fool, but his judgment is rarely off the mark. We can't leave by the gates now, but the founder, my grandfather, gave me this key years ago. He said we should only use it when there's no other choice. Well, we are out of choices. Considering you stuck your neck out for us, it seems fitting you do the honors. Take it. There's a terminal downstairs in the main room. Use the key there. With any luck, we can get the thing running. Don't thank me just yet.
So, terminals in this other room here. Oops, I went the wrong way. It's on this side. Here you are, you have to put the key in there first. And now you can use the computer. Initialize. And there you have it. This crystal is a travel crystal slash checkpoint slash weird.
I'd read about it, but I never saw it working. This red eye might be our only door to the outside world now. You want to get out of here? This is your shot. My grandfather was the commander before me. They called him the founder of Ward 13. He brought everyone to Ward 13 when the Root first attacked. He was determined to learn where the Root came from. He spent so much time out there, searching. And one day, he didn't come back. I never knew what happened to him. There's a room just outside the ward. All his notes, any hint of where he went, it's there. If you want to reach the atoll, he may be the last one who knew how to get there. Listen, I know this has all been a bit rough for you. Been rough for everyone. But you came through for us. For that, I'm grateful. You're welcome back anytime. Good luck.
So this is automatically now loading us up into like the normal game server, so that I think pretty much as soon as we load up, it should give us the notification that we've unlocked, multiplayer mode, and also this is what will result in respawning all of the destroyable boxes throughout Ward 13. No pop-up. Maybe after we activate the crystal. Oh yeah, because look, the boxes weren't back yet. Survival mode is now available. Yep. Could have sworn we got a pop-up about being able to do multiplayer, but anyway, so look, boxes are back. Grab those. You know, before I waste my time doing that, in case I don't really need to, I'm gonna just see if I have enough.
Keep moving.
So she
What
has a
now?
mod.
Yeah? Better be worth my time.
You have to go over to buy items. It looks like I don't have enough. I need 250 more scrap. That might actually have to wait until I go out into the world. But I'll show you guys what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Mender's Aura. It's a healing. Very effective. And, you know, when you only have 3 charges on the Dragon Heart, it certainly does not hurt to have the Mender's Aura as well. So I always buy that as soon as I can.
Yeah, good. Now go.
So, can't buy it now. I'm not going to bother running around breaking the boxes, because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find the 200 plus that I need in here anyway. So, I'll just do that some other time when I'm not recording. I will do it because I'm like crazy anal about gathering everything. This guy's newer, part of an update. There's some sort of things you'll find. You guys can, you can talk to him on your own, or maybe you'll see me eventually unlock it. I haven't yet got the items I need, but he has other armor sets, as you can see behind him there. And even though it looks the same, they're similar because they're class specific, but as you can see, they're more ornate and clearly will have some sort of different bonus. Oh, which reminds me, we haven't even looked at my armor bonus. I'll give you an idea what the Hunter armor bonus is here. So Sharpshooter, super awesome armor set bonus. So increases total ranged and weak spot damage and reduces the spread of your firearms. So yeah, that's awesome. And it's a substantial number as well, with all 3 equipped, plus 20% on both things. The weak spot damage and the spread of firearms, it doesn't change. It's at flat 20%, but it's a good number. So Anyway, super awesome armor set already. Who knows how awesome that one over there will be. You might be able to look at it. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. I sometimes I don't like looking at stuff I can't get yet. Just a me thing, I guess. But so anyway, so we're fully, in theory at least. I wish I had the healing Mender's aura, but aside from that, we're fully geared out and ready to go out into the world. This stone here, like I said, it's a checkpoint, but it's actually much bigger than a normal checkpoint stone because it's like the central world stone or whatever. I don't know. But from this stone, you can travel, which is what we have to do. But you can also, I'll just give you a quick look. You can also activate adventure mode. It's talking about that right there. So you can go into your world settings and you can either re-roll your campaign or do an adventure mode. It tells you all about how that works, so I'm not going to bother getting to the nitty gritty, but it is essential to know that. Let's go ahead and just pop into the world, because I know we've kind of showed you a tutorial, but you haven't seen a whole lot of real gameplay. So you have to go to Founder's Hideout. That's the only thing you've unlocked at this point. And I'm not going to go too far in, but I definitely want to get just I don't know, a few minutes just to see what the gameplay is like. Because at this point, now that we're through the tutorial and the introductory story, there's honestly not a whole lot of like story or scenes or anything. Okay, cat. There's you know, there's mostly a lot of trying to survive in this creepy post-apocalyptic setting, and scrape up what you need to upgrade your gear and fight really tough bosses. So I do need to loot this room. That Ward 13 key card is actually the key I mentioned earlier that you need in order to go further downstairs inside Ward 13. So once you unlock that, definitely, I'm not going to do it, but definitely go back into Ward 13 and go further down the stairs, further below the reactor. There's actually 3 basement levels, the reactor being, you know, B1, and then there's a B2 and B3. Go down there and at the very least look for the tape recorder thing. When you play the tape back, it'll give you that trait I was talking about that gives you an XP boost. Obviously that's something you want early on. There's no actual levels, you just earn traits as you earn XP. So there's no sort of like scaling you know, reward reduction that I've been able to determine. You know, you earn a trait when you earn sufficient XP. It makes sense to get that done obviously early rather than later. Here's an armor set. It's nothing I ever use, but still pick it up because. And that'll always be there. If you ever re-roll your campaign or anything or go into adventure mode, that armor set will always be back. So you do want to pick that up if you see it over there, because it'll convert over to bonus scrap for you since you already have the set. So, you know, bonus scrap never hurts. Alright, did I already look at this? I don't think I did. This will update our quest objective. See, now it says find the subway entrance. So here's where we start off in the world, our first real actual like level. So he has no idea we're here yet. Oh, okay, now he noticed. Obviously that, you know, that's a trait we'll want to improve too. At least, you know, depending on your play style, but when you're a hunter, it only makes sense to take advantage. There is a sniper rifle. Spoiler alert, I guess. But yeah, there is an actual sniper rifle with an actual scope that can be unlocked. It's after the first boss and after the second boss fight, actually. Just after it, I believe. In the same building is when you'll get that sniper rifle. So that'll be nice. Then, you know, obviously the sneaky perk won't matter quite as much. So I am kind of being wasteful with my long gun ammo. In general, you don't actually want to use your long gun on enemies that are, you know, 1 or 2 at a time, and they're those guys. Those guys are like your normal, kind of like trash mobs, honestly. Figured I'd break that so y'all could see that those are breakable, even though a large part of it is metal. The frame is wood, so yeah, breakable. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, you'll kind of know, honestly, or if not, if you don't know, you'll learn real fast who the real dangerous creatures are, and it's certainly not those guys. So I'm gonna switch to the repeater pistol, so I'm not being completely wasteful. Even though I'm gonna be turning this off shortly. It still just doesn't make sense. I'll kind of show how I normally would play, which is to be sparing, definitely. And basically, ammo, the way ammo works, there's really only 2 ammo types. It's either your long gun, ammo or your sidearm. So that whatever you're using is what will drop for you. Oh, that was bad timing. So as you can see, melee's still effective as well. Not as much with this character as with the, I don't remember, Juggernaut, maybe? I don't know, whatever they call the, like, tanky dude. That's, like, his specialty, really, or kind of. Close range combat is his specialty, let's put it that way, whether it's his shotgun or his sledgehammer. So anyway, you know, be thorough. You want to find iron. It's the only way to upgrade. You have to have iron and scrap. Okay, that's a wooden chair. It should break. Ah, there it goes. So, yeah, you gotta find the iron and the scrap. And as you can see, iron has a chance of popping out of anything. So, even sometimes, although that's the most rare, but sometimes enemies will drop iron. Like I said, that seems to be the most rare way I ever find iron, but it can happen. So, you know, explore your maps, kill everything, break everything that can be broken. There's also, all these maps are procedurally generated, which is cool. But it does save. It's generated at the time of the campaign roll. So to get different maps, you do need to go back to Ward 13 and either re-roll your campaign or do an adventure mode. But anyway, there's other things that can just be laying around, other treasures. And you'll want to keep, look, there's something purple up there. Let's go see what it is, just so you guys have an idea of what because that's exactly what I was talking about. And I happened to find it. There you go, a ring. Perfect, ring of evasion. That's an awesome ring. Definitely a good ring to have. So that might not have been a ring of evasion. It could have been a different ring. It could have been a tome of knowledge, which is just a, well, not just, it's a trait point, and you know, finding those is awesome too. But you know, you'll get trait points eventually anyway. Obviously, a good ring is more important than a trait point. You'll get a trait point just killing enough enemies. So anyway, I mean, I think that kind of gives you a fair idea of the game, which is really what I wanted to display with this first video. Like I said at the start, oh, okay, here's a rare spawn. So these guys are more dangerous. I missed. They typically spawn up after you get so many kills of the smaller dudes. Getting a little surrounded here. And that's, I'm kind of glad that happened. You can see, because that's part of the game that'll happen. And that dude, obviously, you guys saw him. He was an archer. There's other types that can pop up. Also, depending on whether you're out. Jeez, I'm not timing those melee attacks well. Okay, now the music diminished,
It's over.
and she says, "Whoa, it's over." So now we know that craziness is over. So there's still other, I can hear them. There's still the normal spawn enemies, but those were like a wave. So if you kill a certain number, you'll get a wave, and like I said, you'll get that special enemy to spawn up. And again, different types depending on where you are. If you're up here in the world, you can get ones, and then there's other ones that'll appear in the dungeons, which we haven't seen yet. But you know, there's different guys that can pop up down there. So yeah, that was good timing, since I was just ready to stop recording. I hadn't thought about getting to a point to show you that, but that's kind of craziness that can just pop up. And you know, they did a good amount of damage to me. I have no healing available other than my Dragon Stone, so let's use it so you can see what that's like. You just tap L1. It does take a little longer than I would like. If you're in the middle of a hectic fight, getting that off in time without getting hit can be tricky. Sometimes you have to dodge and weave your way to just get a gap in order to be able to trigger that. So yeah, I've definitely died plenty of times in the process of trying to get that off. So just be forewarned there. And yeah, I'm gonna continue, like I said, uploading videos for this game. They're gonna be more focused on just play. I'm not gonna do, I'll skip through readables and stuff. There shouldn't really be any more cinematics for a good long while. I have to farm I have to farm a ton of iron and scrap to upgrade all of my equipment and get it to a point where I'll be able to try and solo the boss. The bosses are hard. It is definitely a game if you can find, talk your friends into buying it. I don't know how much it is now, but this released at only $40 on the PSN. So it might be a real good price now, and it's definitely a good game. A lot of fun, challenging, particularly the bosses. So highly recommend it, and keep an eye out for more videos. The future ones should be a little more action-packed and entertaining, rather than kind of watching cinematics and stuff. Alright, so that'll be it. Have a good night, everybody.